Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that guy over there. He's got a son over there with him too, looks like. But that guy's been in that parking lot, standing, well, moving all around. And I think he's been there for about 10 minutes. And the really sad thing is I think he's catching the Pokemon ball thing or whatever, doing the Pokemon thing right now is what he's doing. So instead of spending time with his son, which is something that's, of course, way more valuable, he's spending his time trying to catch imaginary characters. This is ridiculous. And I've heard too of people already getting killed, getting car accidents because of this crap. And I've heard, which I don't know if it's true, but I heard there was a case where a person actually fell off a cliff too, trying to catch a Pokemon as well too. And this is getting to be an epidemic. I'm seeing this at my job that I go to every day. We've got actual grown men, we've got managers, we've got all kinds of people doing this, and this is really pitiful. And it's not like they're getting paid for anything for doing this either. They're not making no money. So it's like, really, people? Really? This is what things have, you know, this is how life has came to where you're going to spend your valuable time, which time is very extremely valuable, running around catching imaginary characters. It's like, wow, you know, every time I see it, it never ceases to amaze me. It never does. So yeah, this is really pitiful. You can see his son is out there bouncing the ball around, trying to have fun with the ball by himself because the father is too retarded to spend time with his son. He'd rather go around catching imaginary characters, and of course, don't even get paid for it either. Don't even make 1 cent from actually doing it. And to make things even worse, from what I heard, from what people have told me, is you actually have to buy more of the Pokemon balls as well too, if you want to keep on playing it. So that's even worse. You actually even have to spend money on it too, to even keep playing it too. So it's really sad. But anyways, I'm about to go inside and run an errand, and then I'll have another clip here in a minute as far as talking to you guys about some other stuff too that I want to talk about in this video. So that's it for this clip, and then I'll be back with you guys here in a little bit with another clip. Alright, bye. Okay guys, so this is David again, and it's going to be the second clip as far as this video that I'm making today or tonight, whatever you want to call it. So the other thing I wanted to do or talk about is my next step that I'm going to be making. So you guys know recently I had to break up, and I'm not actually in the apartment no more. I actually spent my first night last night in the car itself, because of course I don't have the van no more. So my situation is that I have to really decide on what I want to do. I am very much leaning toward the fact of getting another van again to live in. But the thing is, though, if I do that, of course I have to save up the money first to get the van, and then after that I still have to get some money together, and I have to get the supplies to go ahead and build the van up. Put some shelves in there, try to see if I can put some flooring in there, and definitely put some insulation in there as well too. So that would be my other step I would have to do too, as far as when I get the van. So the thing is, if I go that route, then I'm looking still at probably about a month even before I can get a van, and that means a month then of staying in my car. And this car is small, so it's not comfortable at all when it comes to trying to lay down in this car. I've done it before in the past too, and of course, like I said, I did it last night as well too, and it is not comfortable whatsoever when it comes to trying to lay down in this car and try to get some sleep. And it's not stealthy at all either, because with all these wide open windows, it's so easy for somebody to be able to just be walking by and see the way in. Because in fact, this morning there was a guy that was walking by, and I still had the seat leaned all the way back as far as it would go, but he definitely seen me laying there. I had actually just woke up just a few minutes before he walked by, so of course I seen him walking by too. And then as soon as he seen that I seen him, then he looked forward again real quick too, as if he wasn't looking at me. But yeah, it's it's not stealthy at all. That's for sure. I did go ahead and go to Dollar Tree today and I bought a cheap sunshade thing that they got, but it's pretty much garbage. I should have just went ahead and bought one from a regular store like Walmart or someplace like that. That's what I should have did. But I might just go ahead and even just cut it up and use the cut up pieces for the side window. So I might just go ahead and do that at the very least. But yeah, anyway, so that's what I'm looking at though. So if I go that route, like I said, I'm looking at a month and probably staying in my car because I get paid every 2 weeks. And the vans around here in my area are still, like on Craigslist, looking around $700 to $1,000. That's what they're going to cost. So I don't know, I have to do some thinking. I mean, I could go ahead and still try to see if I can get a sleeping room, but even on that though, like I did actually call to check into a sleeping room as well, and he wanted the money up front for a whole month. I thought that he was, the way his ad was looking, that he was going to be accepting for like week to week type of thing, but I guess not. And if I would have did that, would have gave him all the money up front to go ahead and stay there for a month, then it still would have been most of my check as far as my paycheck, and then that means probably not even have enough money for gas and hardly anything for food as far as getting by for another 2 weeks. So I don't know, I gotta do some thinking. I mean, obviously it's going to save me more money in the long run if I get the van, and that's why I say I am very much leaning toward that direction. But as of right now, I'm still not 100% decided yet as far as what I want to do. So I wanted to make that other clip as far as letting you guys know what my thought process is right now and what it is that I'm trying to debate on what I want to do, because I got to decide, of course, what my next step is going to be. And oh yeah, and that's another thing too, is that I also got to consider the fact of getting my son as well. So obviously in the middle of the winter time, I don't want to be having my son in the van with me or nothing, because it'd be way too cold. In the summertime, it's still not going to be too bad because I can get fans and stuff like that, and I can have him sleep over with me sometimes in the van, and maybe even go to like an amusement park or something like that, which I do have a season pass to amusement park called Kings Island, and he's got one as well too that I had got him to already for the summer. So we're both pretty much set on that goes. All we need to do is just make sure we got money for food and stuff like that, food and gas to get down there. But yeah, so I mean, that's, you know, definitely another consideration though, is being able to see my son, and it's a matter of how much time I can spend with my son and stuff like that. I mean, right now, of course, it's still the summertime. He's still not in school yet, but it's getting ready to start real soon too. School's getting ready to start back again too, so real soon. So it's just going to be a matter of time until I'll be limited even more so on being able to see him, because right now with my job, I'm also working on weekends a whole lot too. I can put in for days off on weekends here and there, but it's not something I can do for like every single weekend. So I don't know, I'll have to do a whole lot of thinking on this and think about as far as what I want to do though. Another thing I want to do too is, if I do decide to get a van, I am going to go ahead and try to get myself a fridge as well. I've seen there's one called Dometic CF18 is what I'm thinking about checking into if I do that. It's the cheapest I can find so far right now is like $300 something. But yeah, so that's definitely a kind of a big expense right there too, as it is. But it would be worth it in the long run, because from what it looks like, or what I could tell, it seems like it only takes like something like 3 watts per hour. And of course, if you got a 3 amps per hour. So if you got a 100 amp deep cycle battery, then it can handle that fridge just fine, and it has both the fridge side and also the freezer side as well too. So it definitely would be a great thing to have in the van. I would definitely be able to save a lot of money too when it comes to not having to eat out so much as well by having that. So I'll have to see what I want to do, but that's another thought that I had too, if I do stay in the van, that I might try to do though. But that's it for this video. I just wanted to let you guys know some things I was thinking about, and of course, as always too, you can go ahead and send me your comments and let me know what your thoughts are too, guys. And if you have any questions or concerns too, let me know as well. So that's it for now, guys. You guys have a great day, and hit the thumbs up button as well and subscribe button. All right, bye guys.